50 Cent just dropped a documentary on Diddy. Let's talk about it. So for those of you who don't know who Diddy is a hip hop star who's recently been sentenced to jail, and he's been sentenced to jail for, well, a lot of things. He did sex trafficking, but obviously that was consensual sex trafficking because those people wanted to come to these Diddy parties. Regardless though, it's still illegal in America, so yeah. And is also in prison for possession of drugs, dishing them out to the people that came for sex trafficking. Also in jail for also putting hands on his ex-partner, things like that. Overall, he's really had a bad name for himself because he's just not a good person. And a lot of people have seemed to see this over the course of this whole Diddy fiasco ever since he got called out and the video got released of him beating Cassie Ventura. Ever since that got released about him, people were starting to see the real character of Diddy. What once was seen as a very charismatic, loving guy is now seen as a narcissist, someone who likes to act a certain way in public, but behind closed doors is probably moving worse than the devil. Now, when we look at Diddy overall, we still have some of his fans. And there's some fans who look at Diddy as a black legend. They look at him as someone that is wrongfully accused, or even if he is put in jail, they're saying that there's other worse people out there and stuff like that. And their justification for defending Diddy is that, well, there's white people who do worse, there's other people, and we really shouldn't be locking away our black legends.
I'm from the hood, B. I'm from where bitches get slapped all day, but now when Diddy do it, it's all brand new. I'm from where niggas is pervs all day, but now when Diddy a perv, it's all brand new. Here's the thing, man. We as blacks gotta know when we're being picked upon one another. If you motherfuckers ain't read enough, ain't seen enough, don't know enough by now that you can't see 50 is being used. If you can't see that black women are being used to bring Diddy down, like we're talking about Diddy, they don't kill our own with their bare hands no more. They get us to do it. We that stupid. So now Diddy is everything bad, but y'all just celebrated that man 2 years ago when he wore the all red on, the lifetime achievement. Where was Diddy kill Biggie then? None of this shit came to mind. Here's what black people done fell victim to. Dick rotten. You can feel how you feel. You can say what you want. I don't care. I'm my own being and I think for myself and I know when I can see what I see. Black people fell victim to dick rotting one another. Now Diddy all this negative shit. He wasn't that 2 years ago, so I don't give a fuck what you come to find out. I'm not up there with billionaires. I'm not surrounded by a bunch of stuffy old ass white men who got agendas for us. So for me to come at Diddy and help bring about his downfall, did he take care of his kids? Yes. Was his baby mom's rich and they ain't had the one for nothing? Yes. What the fuck else is you down here for? Anything else? Miss me. He slapped this bitch, so what? My mom got slapped by my dad. What I'm supposed to do? Call the cops? What I'm going to do? Blow his brains out? They was here before me. I don't know what the fuck she put that man through. You feel me? I know one thing. If I'm a leader and you not following correctly, I'm not about to be in a fucking desert for 40 years circling. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not that patient. I don't have God by my side. I'm not up there on the mountaintop coming down with a face full of gold. I'm a human being that's seen white people at their worst. Look, man, Diddy up there by himself as a billionaire, barely got any fucking friends. And y'all want me to believe he's supposed to be perfect in every move he make? Man, whatever mistake he made is forgiven. You can't convince me that he evil when I see every day on my block the same shit y'all accusing him of getting done right here. Y'all don't do shit about it. But we supposed to go to the billionaires club and think we can do something about it up there? 50 is being paid by higher ups. The boy protect Eminem like his life depending on it. That boy got motherfucking house filled. He got all that syndrome in him. And I like him. I respect him. He's a good bull. But I'm not stupid. Just because you something to us, I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. I don't have that money. I don't have that influence. I don't have them connections. I'm at the bottom. I'm looking up. But if I was up there, I would probably feel like, boy, weirdo. Like, bro, you weird as shit, bro. All we got is us. And you acting like you about to go all off the limb for this. Look, man, I think 50 want that boy spot. He want that gatekeeping spot, man. Y'all can say what y'all want. If I'm wrong, then why the comment section full of women? Up, 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 up.
And this is where I have a problem with this whole discourse because, yes, I agree. There's worse people out there than Diddy. 1000%. But they're going to get caught eventually. And we still want them to get caught. It's just unfortunate that Diddy has also been caught as well. You see, ever since this whole Diddy situation has happened, there's been a lot of people trying to create the stance that Diddy is a black legend and that these people are trying to lock up our black legends. And I don't feel or see how someone could lock up our black legends if they weren't even a legend in the first place, number one. And two, if they didn't put their hands in dirt that shouldn't be put in, then they wouldn't even be in trouble. Once you give people a reason to lock you up or make a campaign to smear your character all over the globe, that is your fault. You know, it's not as if he was wrongfully accused. Diddy actually did do these things. Diddy ain't a black legend. Diddy ain't a black hero. And I think black people need to have higher standards for ourselves. Obviously, I'm not talking to the ones that obviously don't subscribe to his mindset, but the people who look up to Diddy. You can be a fan of his work, but have higher standards for yourself when you call this guy a black legend. When I think of someone that's a black legend, I think of people like Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, things like that. These are people who had a lot of class about them, a lot of notoriety about them, and they had integrity in public and behind closed doors. Hence why they were known as legends, and hence why, they were seen as high as they were because what they spoke about in person was what they did behind closed doors. They may have had their little slip ups here and there, but overall, those are black legends. And we have many other more black legends to look up to nowadays. When we look at Diddy, I'm confused. Diddy, the same guy who was caught on video beating women, Diddy, who was also known for having a history of beating women overall, the same Diddy who threatened a bunch of younger and more inexperienced stars in the whole industry, preventing them from doing things because he would strike fear into them. The same Diddy who scared Cassie Ventura, his ex-partner's family. He threatened the family to not speak up. The same Diddy who would take advantage of young stars and then throw them away. The same Diddy who also didn't pay his staff. The same Diddy who took and exploited Biggie Smalls, his best friend's apparently funeral, and made him pay for his own funeral beyond the grave and acted like he was the one who paid for it.
Craziest thing revealed in the Diddy documentary is what he did after Biggie passed away. Diddy wanted to throw Biggie the biggest, most extravagant funeral that New York had ever seen. And that's what he did. Everyone in New York showed up to that funeral. But the co-founder of Bad Boys, Kirk Burrows, claims that Diddy allegedly made the funeral a recoupable charge to Biggie in his death after he saw how much it was going to cost. Throughout the documentary, there are multiple times where Diddy calls Biggie one of his closest friends, his best friend, and even one of the only people that he's ever trusted. So he gets everyone in New York to come together to celebrate Biggie's life, and it makes him look like this great guy. But he forgets to mention that the royalties that Biggie was making posthumously is what was paying for the funeral. And what's even more fucked up is what happens next. Biggie was slated to be on the next cover of Rolling Stone magazine until Diddy made a call to pull the cover so that he could take Biggie's spot to promote his solo album No Way Out that was going to come out soon after. And there's still more. Before Biggie passed away, he was negotiating a new contract with Bad Boy, and they gave him everything he wanted. After he passed, Diddy allegedly asked his business partner to change some of the terms after Biggie had already signed it without his mom or family knowing so that they would be more favorable for Bad Boy. Kirk, the co-founder, said that that wasn't right and he wouldn't do it, and 9 months later he was fired. Meanwhile, Diddy is becoming a rock star, dancing on national television with Sting as a tribute to his best friend.
Even as I'm editing, I just found this out now, but did he actually even beat his mom as well? That was revealed in the documentary because she was concerned about him going into the wrong industry, and he beat his own mother for that. So not only does he have a history of beating women, he beat his own mom as well. And to go even further to when people give this critique that, oh, Diddy's a black legend, I think no one's really talking about the fact that Diddy is only doing this kind of behavior, whether it be threatening artists in the industry that are younger or threatening women and stuff like that. It's all black people. This is a man who wouldn't try this with the white man, but he's very comfortable abusing black people, whether it be threatening Kid Cudi and going into his house and vandalizing it because he started going out with Cassie Ventura, or all the other black males that were scared of Diddy because he got physical with them and the kind of gang affiliations he would oppress them with, or the black women that he would beat and get his black security guards to not pay attention to it or report it. Like, this is a man who was comfortable bringing black people down while he uplifted himself. And people dare call this guy a black legend. This is a very, very sick man. Like, and it goes to show that when people say he's a black legend, you have no idea what you're talking about because he's literally oppressing his own black people. What uplifting of black people is he doing? If anything, he's using black people's bodies as a stepping stone to his own success. That's what he's doing. And the crazy thing is, this is only what we know. God knows what he's done that we still don't know, or what's happened behind the closet, because there's several victims that are having cases that are still pending, and there's people who still haven't even come forward. Like, what are we really talking about over here? This is where we see people worshiping the celebrity and making excuses for whatever they do. And I get it. We all have our biases. I even have my biases sometimes as well. You get what I'm saying? We all have biases sometimes, but sometimes we need to come out of that bias and recognize when we have that bias and realize I sound crazy defending this person right now. Diddy is in no way someone you can defend. No way. The most you could say about him is that, oh, he didn't traffic people and he just liked to have his freaky time. And all the people that joined him wanted to join in. That's the most you can say. But even still with that, is someone that is really that into that kind of way of, you know, really someone we're calling a legend, someone who has clear lust issues, who does the most sickest kind of rituals in the bedroom, who has done all the things I've listed before. This is an individual who is quite simply a bad person, and he simply got called out for it. You know, it gets to a point where, yes, you stand up for black rights and everything like that, and you talk about black issues. That will always be the case. But where we should be drawing the line is when we try to make this situation a racist situation. This is not a racist situation. If you put yourself in stupid-ish and you get caught for stupid-ish, don't be screaming like the system is against you or black people or whatever it is. The system just managed to get dirt on you because you put dirt on yourself. You made them have dirt on you. That's the kind of person Diddy is. And I hate for people to say that this individual is a black legend. We need to hold people accountable. Regardless, evil is evil. Doesn't matter if it's black, white, Asian, whatever it is, evil will always be evil, whether you like it or not. And at the point where we start to selectively make excuses for different type of people, that's where our morality and our standards for what is good and bad starts to get put in the gray zone. And that's why I want to make everyone, realize in this video. Now, obviously, I know majority of the people agree that Diddy deserves to be locked up. Heck, he should even got more time. But for those of you who genuinely think that Diddy is a hero or a legend of some sort, someone who should be seen, let's pattern up. Just get what I mean. This isn't somebody, this is not a good person at all. And I would even come close to call him a black legend. This is a very sick person that needs to be stopped. And I don't care if there's even more of these black, people that are in high power doing these crazy things. They need to be locked up as well. Whites too. All of them need to be locked up. And I'm glad that in 2025, everyone's getting exposed. We have white billionaires and millionaires getting exposed. We have black millions and billionaires getting exposed. Whatever happens in the darkness will always come to light. No matter how much money you have, your victims will definitely get the power eventually to speak out against you, and there will be nothing you can do about it.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, they just tried to pay me $20 to wear a free fucking shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
The lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
so just $20. And if you need $20, all you have to do is wear a free puff shirt.
And just stand out here.
And you said no.
Yeah, I said no.
Did they say how many hours?
$20 an hour. And she told me she got paid like $60 yesterday for standing out there in 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So somebody told me about a documentary about Diddy or something. Come to find out, 50 Cent is the one behind it. But I don't know why y'all are so surprised that 50 Cent would do this. I don't know why y'all are so surprised saying, oh my God, he doing too much. How? This is how he moves. He has no loyalty towards black people at all. He will bend over backwards if it was beneficial for him, for the Jews who take down Kanye every time Kanye speaks. It's the biggest manipulation game of the planet. I don't know why y'all are surprised. If y'all look at 50 Cent's track record, who do he attack? Who do he try to take down? Who do he try to steal from? Who do he try to physically harm to gain power in this system that is non-black? Okay. He always goes after his own people. Not once has he ever said something against a non-black person because he knows that is how he gonna stop his bag. In America, they know one of the biggest ways to separate black people is by giving them opportunities and money. They know all they gotta do is offer you an opportunity and you will turn your back on your own people because it's beneficial for you.
So more of the story, guys. Don't follow these idols to the point where you're blindly, just supporting everything that they do. You can't like their music or whatever they're good at, their football skills, their sports skills. You can like whatever they do, but wrong is wrong, period. And that doesn't make them more excused than the next person. Because if that was an individual in your life that was affected by this person, you'd be singing a different tune. I mean, that's what I move like with Kanye West. I like Kanye West music, but I definitely don't like Kanye West as a person. But what do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you go have to say, or am I talking about my bum? Regardless of the case, maybe I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. With that being said, God bless, take care, and I'll see you guys next video.